This is R.D. Sharma Solution, Class 11, Chapter 32, Statistics. Very short answer questions, VSAQ we are taking. Now answer each of the following questions in one word or one sentence or as per exact requirement of the question. So believe me, there will not be a single question where you can answer in word or a sentence. So you need to solve it and you need to know all the concepts before even coming to this VSAQ and MCQ. So write the variance of first n natural numbers. Natural numbers are what? These are counting numbers. From 1, 2, 3, it starts from 1 till it goes up to infinity. Since we are talking about n numbers, so 1, 2, 3 like this n. Now the first thing comes, in order to solve this type of question, we need to have a prior knowledge of this. For example, this is an arithmetic progression. We are calling it as xi, that is x1 till xn. So when we take the summation or sum of all these numbers, the sum will be n plus 1 by 2. You have to go back to arithmetic progression, then you will be able to recall. Now if I take sigma x square, that is this, if I take the square of all these values and add them, what is going to be the sum? n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. We are going to employ this in the solution. So how to find out the mean? Mean is x bar, we represent it by x bar. So x bar is sigma xi by n, that is sum of all the numbers divided by the number of observation, that is sum of all observation divided by total number of observation. We just found out it is n plus 1 by 2 sigma xi divided by n gets cancelled, so you have x bar as n plus 1 by 2. So this is your mean. This is your mean. Okay. Coming to the variance, the formula of variance is, which is actually sigma square, standard deviation square, is sigma xi minus x bar whole square and divided by n. Now we are going to replace this x bar with n plus 1 by 2, which we just found just now. So xi minus x bar, in place of x bar we are going to put n plus 1 by 2. So let me just put it here. This is sigma xi minus x bar, in place of x bar, as I am saying, n plus 1 by 2 whole squared, and you have divided by n. Okay. Now this is xi and this is, assume it to be a and the other term as b. So a minus b whole square. This will be a square plus b square minus 2ab. We can always expand it. But remember, there is a sigma also. There is a summation also. I'll tell you what we have to do. So first we will write this with the proper formula. So xi whole square plus this second term n plus 1 by 2 whole square, which will be eventually n plus 1 whole square by 4, minus 2ab, 2 into xi, 2 into x basically, into n plus 1 by 2. Okay, 2 gets cancelled, xi into n plus 1 will be there. Now I am taking sigma inside, because sigma is outside. So sigma means summation of xi whole square, which is n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6, which I suggested earlier. So we'll replace it by n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. And since n is already there in the denominator, n gets cancelled. So you will only be left with n plus 1 to n plus 1 by 6. Now coming to this, the third term I am taking now. So 2 gets cancelled, n coming in the denominator. So we have xi into n plus 1 divided by n. But when we have sigma, I am taking sigma inside. Sigma xi into n plus 1. So n plus 1 comes outside, it's a constant. So you have sigma xi, sigma sum of the number. So this is already, I told you, n plus 1 by 2. So n plus 1 into n plus 1 by 2. Since already n is there, and n gets cancelled, n plus 1 whole square by 2. So this terms become n plus 1 whole square by 2, which is in negative. Here, second term we have done. Coming to the middle one, which is n plus 1 by 2 whole square. So you can write it as n plus 1 whole square by 4. Okay. And then so you are taking sigma. This is constant, n plus 1 by 2 whole square. You can take it outside, and sigma 1 is already, we know n. 1 n times is what? N only. So you have n plus 1 whole square by 4 into this n, which is sigma 1, and n is already there, which is the outside one. So n gets cancelled, it will be n plus 1 whole square by 4. So this is the point you have to apply your arithmetic skill. That is, you have to take the LCM. LCM will be 12. If you see 6 to 4, LCM will be 12. And when you solve it, it will be n plus 1 into n minus 1. That is a square minus b squared, n square minus 1 square. This is going to come. So when we do this, the solution is n square minus n plus 1 into n minus 1 is n square minus 1 by 12. So you have to take the LCM and then solve it. All the logic I told you, this is how the solution has been solved. Okay, so this is how we deal with very short answer questions. Okay, the second one. If the sum of the squares of deviations for 10 observations taken from their mean is 2.5, then write the value of standard deviation. So you need to understand and remember the formula, because actually the question is giving you a part of a formula. That is, if you want to find out the variance, it will be xi minus x bar whole square sigma, summation of all this, divided by n. And since this is given, that is the sum of the squares of deviation for 10 observations taken from their mean, that is xi minus x bar whole square, is given 2.5. So this whole is given to you, which is 2.5. And how many observations are there? 10 observations. So 2.5 by 10. So this is the variance. So 2.5 by 10 is 0.25. This is your sigma square, which is variance. So sigma has to be found out. It is under root of square root of 0.25, which is going to come as 0.5, 0.5. This is question number 3. Please remember, question number 3 and 4 is almost same. So you have to be very careful about this question so that you will be able to solve the fourth one also. So if x1 till xn are the values of variable x and y1 to yn are n variables of variable y, such that yi equals ax plus b. So we have x from x1 till xn, y is from y1 to yn, and then what is the relationship between them? Y equals ax plus b. Y equals ax plus b. So yi equals axi plus b. This I is subscript for, that is we are dealing with all the numbers which we have. So this y will come only when we multiply a with x and then add b to it. So we have to write the variance of y in terms of variance of x. So variance of y has to be on the left hand side. Whatever comes on the right hand side, it has to have variance of x. This is the replacement or the expression you have to make. So variance of x and variance of y, let us write the formula first. You know the variance formula? We have been dealing with for all this discussion. Sigma xi minus x bar whole square by n is your variance of x. Similarly, variance of y will be sigma yi minus y bar whole square by n. Now coming to yi equals axi plus b, we will employ it. First, I'll try to find out the mean. What is y bar? Sigma yi by n. What is yi? Axi plus b. So sigma axi plus b divided by n. Okay. Now I'll take the sigma inside. I'll deal with n later. So this is a into sigma xi plus sigma b. I told you n is already there. So n is, let us take n in the denominator. Now sigma xi by n is what? It's x bar. X bar is sum of all the observation divided by number of the observation is mean only. So a x bar. And sigma b into n. As I said, sigma b you can take outside. So this is sigma b into sigma 1. And I told you sigma 1 for all the n terms is always n. So you will write n here. And b into n, and n is already in the denominator. So and then cancel, a x bar plus b will come. So y in terms of x, how to write this? Variance of y is what? Sigma yi. In place of yi we are going to write axi plus b, that is ax plus b. So in place of yi I am writing, or y I am writing ax plus b. I is just a subscript. So ax plus b. And then what is y bar? We just found out it is as ax bar plus b. Since it is negative, so minus ax bar minus b. Okay, now you see this bb gets cancelled and it is in square. So bb gets cancelled. So you have axi minus ax bar. Now this is in square. Now this a is constant. So you can take a outside. But since it is in square, this a square will come outside. So a square will come out. And inside this we have sigma xi minus x bar. And sigma xi minus x bar, this is in square and divided by n. And what is the other term? This term is what? We just showed you. It is variance of x. So a square variance of x, and which is what? Which we started with variance of y. So variance of y is a squared variance of x. So this is the expression. Now the next question is, if x and y are two variates connected by the relation is y equals ax plus b by c, and the variance of x is given as sigma square. Variance x is also given, sigma square. Then write the expression for the standard deviation of y. So y is already given, x is there, and we know what is y bar or x bar. It is sigma y by n. Sum all the elements of y and then divide by n. So what do we do here? Y in place of y we are going to write a x plus b by c, and since we have n also here, n is n by 1, so when we take 1 by n by 1 up, it will be 1 by n. So sigma is also there. So this is sigma ax plus b by cn. So cn will come in the denominator and it will be sigma ax plus b, cn. So sigma ax plus b, so let us apply this sigma. Sigma ax, a constant will come, so sigma x will be there, a sigma x plus, this is nc, and then sigma is going inside also for b, and we know that b when comes out, b is constant, so sigma 1 will be n. Sigma of 1 is addition of 1 n times is always n, so you have bn. Now take them separately now, a sigma x divided by nc, and n we are taking below sigma x, and here bn by nc, so nn gets cancelled, b by c it is b by c. And what do you get here? Sigma x by n is x bar, y bar is what? Sigma y by n. So x bar will be what? It will be sigma x by n. So here we write a by c and sigma x by n as x bar. Okay. Now variance of x and variance of y formula we have already seen in the previous questions. X minus x bar whole square sigma, addition of this, divided by n. This is variance of x. Similarly, variance of y we are going to write. Variance of y, what it will be? Sigma yi minus y bar whole square by n. So yi in place of, this question is given. So y we will put as ax by c plus b by c, because ax plus b by c can be written as ax by c plus b by c. So this is capital X only. Okay. So ax by c plus b by c, because we are just separating it with the denominator, and minus y bar. Y bar is what we just found out. Y bar was a by c x bar plus b by c. So this one, y bar. Now putting it here, a by c x bar minus b by c. Now this is under square, bracket square, and with sigma. So I'm squaring it, putting a sigma here. Sigma is for addition. Now you see b by c gets cancelled, and this a by c is also seen common, or you say it is square. So we will take it out but with a square. So a by c whole square it is, a square by c square. What is inside? Sigma xi minus x bar, xi minus x bar whole square divided by n. But what is this? This is variance of x. We know that's formula, variance of x, y we already wrote. So this is variance of x. So in place of this, we'll write variance of y, which we started. And this is going to be equal to a square by c square. And this is your sigma x square. Sigma x square. Variance is sigma square. But since we have to write sigma x square because it is not under root. So variance of y is sigma y square. So sigma y is equal to under root of this one. So a by c and mod, because plus minus both can come, and this is sigma x. So y relation with x is like this. Next is question number 5. In a series of 20 observations, 10 observations are each equal to k, and each of the remaining half is equal to minus k. If the standard deviation of the observation is 2, then write the value of k. Okay. So there are n equal to 20 observation. 20 observation. So in 20, see here, 10 observation are plus value of k and 10 observation are negative value of k. So all these are k 10 times. This and the other 10s are minus k, right? Okay. So now when we learned about the previous, when we dealt with normal data, frequency distribution and continuous frequency distribution, discrete. So we had a d which is x minus a. A was the mean. If you remember right then. We were making the tables, we were trying to simplify it, trying to find out the variance, standard deviation, mean, median, mode, everything, right? So we have to make the table. So this was x, and in between we were finding the d, and d was nothing but we are subtracting the mean from all the variable. This is what we have been doing, and this d is x minus a. X is all the values, and we take out or remove the mean. So what is the mean here? Mean is sum of all the elements divided by n. Xi minus a. A is the mean. So this mean, if we start computing the mean, what we are going to get? All are k and others are minus k. If you add them, sigma x, say I'll give an example so to understand it better. I'll give an example. There are 4 numbers. 2 are 2 and the others are minus 2, minus 2. So when you add them, it will be 0. 2 minus 2, 2 minus 2. So 0 by n, it is going to be 0. So x bar is going to come as 0. Okay, mean is going to come 0. So this will be 0, xi minus 0. So di is equal to xi. So di or xi both are same in this case. So even if you take sigma xi or sigma di, it is going to be 0 only. Even if you add this sum 2 plus 2 plus minus 2 minus 2, if you add k plus k and minus k, they are going to nullify each other, that is cancel each other, right? So eventually you are going to get the sum which is x of sum of x and sum of d, which is going to be 0 only. Okay. Now coming to the sum of the square of this d. So when you take the sum of di square, which is eventually equal to sum of x square. So if you take 2 square, then minus 2 square, minus 2 square, minus will become plus. So 2 square plus minus 2 square plus minus 2 square will eventually be equal to 2 square plus 2 square plus 2 square plus 2 square. So k times 10 times is 10k square, and minus k 10 times is k 10 square again. So n into k square will come if you add all this, because the negative term has now finished. We have squared it. So this is going to be 20 times k square. That is n into k square. So this is square, 20 items are there, all are k. Since minus k becomes plus k because we have squared it. So it will be 20k square. So what was sigma square? If you remember, if you take my previous discussions, it is simply sigma di whole square by n minus sigma di whole square. This we have already seen. This is sigma square. Sigma square is variance. So now this, what is sigma di whole square? We just found it to be 20 square, k square. So put it 20 k square and divide by 20 minus, what is this sigma di? As I told you, it is 0. So 0 by n is 0 only. So just remove this item. 20 is k square by 20. 20 gets cancelled. It is only k square. So sigma square equals k square. So sigma equals to k plus minus, or k is equal to plus minus sigma. Both are same way of expressing. But the question is asking about k. What is k? Since we have sigma square equals k square and sigma is already given in the question, the standard deviation in the question is 2. If the standard deviation of the observation is 2, then write the value of k. So we have 2. The sigma is 2. So what do you get k? K is equal to, basically k square is 4. K is plus minus 2 now. There is another way also. Sigma is plus minus k, k is plus minus sigma. Since sigma is given, k is equal to plus minus 2 because sigma is 2. K is plus minus 2. This is also giving you k equals under root 4 plus minus under root 4, which is going to give you plus minus 2. So k is plus minus 2. Both you have to give in the answer. Not only plus, you have to specify negative also. Whenever you take the root, you have to take plus minus both. Now next one is 6th. If each observation of a raw data whose standard deviation is sigma is multiplied by a, then write the standard deviation of the new set of observations. So this question is simply about the variables. There will be a old value, this we take as an old value, and then we'll take a new value which is simply all numbers divided by a constant which is a. So every element is multiplied by a constant element which is a. This is a. So the old value we will find out, then the new value we will find out. So the new standard deviation after multiplying each element by a is to be found out in this question. Right? So standard deviation we know already. This is the standard deviation formula. This is basically a sigma square is variance, sigma is your standard deviation. Let me write it again just to recall all those we have learned. Xi minus x bar whole square by n. This is your sigma. The sigma square basically. Sigma is under root of this one. Under root of this one, which is the standard deviation. Now we have multiplied each element by a. So what about the new mean? Initial mean was what? X bar is simply sigma x by n. Original x bar, original mean will be x1 till xn divided by n, which is sigma x by n. But here the new mean, every element is multiplied by a. So you can take a constant. It is simply x1 plus x2 till xn divided by n. So this is what? This is sigma x by n, which is x bar only. So the new mean is a multiplied the old mean. Okay. So this is how you got the new mean. So new mean has a relation of a multiplied with the old mean. This we got. Okay. Now let us come to the new standard deviation. So we'll use the same formula, but here only xi will change to axi, x bar will change into ax bar. How? Sigma new will be sigma. This sigma n will be, this is summation. Okay. Xi is simply, we have multiplied each element by a. And x bar we just found. The new one is simply the old one multiplied by n. Right? So sigma axi, x bar, xi is axi only, minus x bar is ax bar. These are the old ones. A is common, so you can take a outside, but it is squared. So a square will come outside. Simply inside we have xi minus x bar, the numerator I am talking about. So I can write it as, this whole term as, if I write it as x new minus x bar new, and x new and x bar new, x new is what? A square, xi minus x bar, I just told you a square I have taken a constant because it is inside the square. Xi minus x bar, this is the old form, and divided by n, and this all is under root. This is under root. Now a square you can take outside because it is square. Under root of a square is a. So the mod a plus minus a you have to take. Okay. So the xi minus x bar by n whole square sigma, what is this? This is already, we know this is sigma. So just put a sigma here. So the sigma new is a, which is in under the modulus, multiplied by sigma old. This is the expression. Question number 7. If a variable x takes the value 0, 1, 2, n with frequencies. So we are given the data, we are given the values of frequencies. So x is these values 0 to n. And what is the frequencies? NC0, NC1, NC2 till NCn. These are the frequencies. So we have to write the variance of x. What is the variance of x? Now you have to get back to the binomial theorem, binomial concept, then only you will learn this. X bar is simply sigma xi fi xi by sigma f. N equals 0 to n. Xi is what? 0. What is its frequency? NC0. What is the other term? 1. What is the frequency? NC1. So you will go up to final n into NCn and divided by sigma f. What is the frequency sum? NC0 plus NC1 plus NC2 till NCn. So this is NC0, NC1 and this is NCn. Okay. What is x bar here? X bar, you know it. We have already learned in the binomial concept. This is simply n into 2 to the power n minus 1. Okay. This is n into 2 to the power minus 1. Okay, this is the, and what about NC0 plus NCN? This is 2 to the power n by n plus 1. This is what we have to remember, recall. It is very difficult to recall, I know, but I'm just telling you so that you remember it. Now when this goes up, n plus 1 by 1 goes up, n plus 1 remains in the denominator. So 2 to the power n minus 1 and 2 to the power n, it is there. So when 2 to the power n goes up, it goes 2 to the power minus n. So you have to add the exponents, 2 to the power n minus 1 plus 2 to the power minus n. So essentially you are adding n minus 1 with minus n. So n minus n cancel, minus 1 will be there, 2 to the power minus 1 will come. So now you take in the denominator. So it comes in the denominator. So n plus 1 by 2. Okay. So this is your final solution. Okay. So if you remember that thing, it is okay. Otherwise, this questions comes like this. And especially for the competition people, you have to remember all these. Okay, this is all about your very small answer question. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.